Hello everyone, this is Kathy from Divine Debut. Welcome to my channel. Today is actually the 17th of April. Now, a couple of days late, I know it could not be helped. So these readings are from the 15th of April until end of April. Even though they're done on the 17th, I still feel as though they need to be from where the previous readings left off. Now, it's not going to be the same for everyone. Of course, this is a general reading. So you need to look at what the readings are about. See if they resonate with you. Please check out your sun, moon, and rising signs, please. I do have some new cards for you, which I will introduce in a second. So for those of you that want to go straight to the reading, I will put in the description box below how long the introduction is. And that is, this introduction is for the people that are interested, so I don't want any complaints. I've put the time beneath, so go straight to the tarot reading if you are not interested in the introduction. I am going to speak a little bit of astrology for those of you who are astrology lovers. So, just generally speaking, people, Mercury has gone direct a day and a half ago. Okay, so Mercury is in Aries. It's still in its shadow moving direct, but it is, starting to move fast every day, faster and faster. They do say that the planet Mercury is still invisible, so for Gemini and Virgo especially, since we are ruled, I'm a Virgo, we are ruled by Mercury. Give it a bit of time, okay? Things are starting to pick up slowly. So, in about 8 hours, we've got Venus and Jupiter opposition, which Venus is love and money and all that beautiful stuff. Whatever we love, that is Venus. She is right opposite to Jupiter in Scorpio. So Scorpio is transformation, birth, death and rebirth. It's transformation big time with anything to do love and money and anything, as I said, that we love. So, Jupiter is bringing up everything that is hidden, everything that is deep and dark. So just letting everyone know that the energies are very difficult at the moment, but things are going to be clearing. Now, we've got a beautiful trine with Mars and Venus. They are the lovers of the zodiac. Okay, so what is Mars for you? Mars in Capricorn. Mars is right in between Pluto and Saturn. They are in Capricorn, those three big players. Let's say Mars is a personal planet, but Saturn and Pluto, which are the outer planets and the big players of the zodiac, are right there with Mars. And Black Moon Lilith is there, you guys, I'm telling you. Mars is the, our passion, our trying to push forward whatever we feel strongly about. It is meeting up with Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is, oh my God, very difficult energy. Just know that what is happening at the moment is going to bring changes, right? And as you know, in the news with, Russia and the US and the bombing in Syria, I'm just going to pray to God that, things are not going to be as difficult as what they are showing up to be. We've got Uranus in in Aries, and it is ready to move out. It is moving into Taurus in a month. So with the new moon in Aries, and happy birthday to all you Aries people. New moon in Aries for the next month. There's going to be major things happening. Uranus is the rebel. It is the revolution. It is all about what is, electrical. It is the wired electrical storm. It is the earthquake, you guys. I don't want to scare you. I'm just saying that there are massive, massive things happening. Let's see how they happen for each and every one of us. Um, you know, with Uranus moving into Taurus, I feel as though it's wonderful. It's moving into what we value. That's what Taurus is all about. Taurus is also the earth. Okay, so there may be things happening like earthquakes, literal earthquakes happening in the world. So let's brace ourselves. Major changes coming in. Chiron is moving into Aries in about 8 hours. Chiron has been in Aries, Chiron has been in Pisces for about 7 years. It's going to stay in Aries for 8 years. Chiron is the wounded healer. The wounds are, it's like the wound that we've put the Band-Aid on. Chiron is trying to heal hidden wounds. Pisces is all about hidden matters. It is the 12th dark house. It's the last house in the zodiac. It's like there's a new beginning here with Chiron moving into Aries. So Aries, you're going to have Chiron there for the next 8 years. Whatever wounds you've had from a previous life, from your childhood, from past lives, it's going to come up for healing. So new things beginning with Aries, which is the youth of the zodiac. Now Saturn is going retrograde. Saturn in Capricorn is going retrograde in just over a day. I feel as though there's going to be a chance for us to work things over, redo things. Saturn is the strict teacher. It is the closed door. There's going to be a period of time where we can have a little bit of leeway, a little bit of a chance to redo things, whatever has been restrictive in our lives. Anything to do with Capricornian matters. Capricorn is the 10th house in the zodiac. It is the house of work. It is the house of our status, how people see us in life, in the world. Now, Pluto is going retrograde in about 6 days. Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto is death and rebirth. It is the planet of transformation. It is the ruler of Scorpio, as is Mars, which is the second ruler of Scorpio. Mars is also the ruler of Aries, and you know, Aries is the warrior, so Mars is the warrior. So goodness me, so much going on, you guys. I don't want to stay in astrology for too long. People do come to my channel for tarot. Slowly and steadily, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview with the astrology. Major things are going on, okay? Wonderful things, difficult things. It's a mixed bag of goodies at this time. Another thing I just wanted to point out, in about 14 hours, Venus is having a trine with Pluto. There is going to be a massive transformation, a very positive transformation in any matters to do with money and love. Okay, I will leave it at that. If anything comes to mind, I will come back to astrology. Okay, let's look at the cards that I've got. I've got new tarot cards, you people. I love them. Now, these are the cards that I am totally in love with. Okay, this is the packet. They come from Italy, Tarot 3D, and David Corsi is the artwork. As you can see here, look at the 3D images. I will be pulling one major arcana. It's only the major arcana cards here in this tarot deck, and I will be pulling one as a general energy for your reading today. As the cards move, you can actually see, you know, when you move the card, you see the actual picture moving. It is just gorgeous. I love it. It is a very big size, so it's hard to shuffle, but I will do my best for you, okay? Okay, so that's only the major arcana cards. As I said, I will be pulling only one card. Now, I've got the Albano Weight Tarot, which I have been looking at for a while, wanting to get my hands on it. Albano White Tarot. They are just gorgeous, by Frankie Albano, okay? And they are from Italy as well. So what I love about them is that there's different colors in the deck. They're very easy to read. I love the Rider-Waite Tarot, but the colors are just so gorgeous. Okay, so they're very easy to shuffle, very easy, and they're quite slippery, but they are so beautiful. And I just wanted to mention that the color white is the theme for me in the second part. Look at the card, the Lovers. White is the color theme for me in the second part of April. White is the color of purity, the color of innocence, and, you know, I just absolutely love the set out for you today. White is very important. White is also the color of anything that is very innocent. So there is a sense of innocence for me in this time. Also, I would like to show you the Gilded Reverie Lenormand by Ciro Marchetti. Okay, it's the expanded edition. It's just gorgeous. Look at how the case opens up. It has the little book inside. It is an expanded version, so it's got a few extra cards in there. And also, for those of you that are familiar, usually there is the card of the woman, which would stand for either yourself or another woman. But in this edition, there are two women, okay, as well as having two men. So number 29 is the woman, 28 is the man, but we've got two sets of each. Now, for me, I would say that you need to look at the pictures and see what they mean for you. Who is your partner, let's say, or you? And like, what is familiar to you in these sets of cards? It could be, let's say this is you. You're more the athletic type of a man, let's say if you are a male. And this is another man in your life, in your story. Or the same goes for the woman, right? We do have a couple that is much more open with their sexuality, so that could be something that is important for you. And also we do have another couple which is, you know, much more grounded, much more innocent, let's say, you know, depending on how you look at the illustrations. I believe that that is very important. Okay, so see if these come up in your reading. Okay, I love this deck. It is absolutely gorgeous. I will be pulling a couple of cards depending on what I feel I need to do. Okay, so it's going to be, again, a quick reading. So I think that's enough blabbering on. Let's go, you guys. Let's begin. My love to all of you. Thank you for being here. You are so appreciated. Hello, Taurus. This is your April reading, April 15th to the, excuse me, 15th to 30 days has September, April, June, and November. So till the 30th of April, 2018. Okay, that's in the middle of your reading. We've got the wish card. Have a look there. Okay, these readings are going to be similar to the beginning of April. Now, Taurus, What's showing up for you? General and love reading. Please take the messages that resonate for you. If you feel as though I'm missing something from your reading, I do not say it. Please, what you feel with your reading, you go with that. Okay? Use your intuition. Whatever speaks to you from my readings, do go with that. Okay, so that's the now position, the Nine of Cups. Let's see what else we have. The Nine of Pentacles, that's in the distant past. 2 nines. The Fool is in the recent past. Crowning your reading, and what is your goal is getting to a decision. 2 of Swords. And the near future is the 6 of Cups. Now, I'm not reading reversals this time, so I'm going to be taking more cards. Let me see what the major arcana will be for you. For Taurus, end of April 2018. The general energy is the major arcana, which I will take for you. From these beautiful tarot 3D. For Taurus. Okay. What do we have? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. That is beautiful. Now, I just did the Gemini reading. Okay, and they had the Wheel of Fortune. They had the Wheel of Fortune in the middle here. Okay, so they also, I did mention Taurus for them. So, dear Taurus, maybe you are dealing with a Gemini person. You do have the Two of Swords, which is crowning your reading. So you may have a strong decision. You may be choosing between two people. Now, what I've got here is, in the distant past, I've got the Nine of Pentacles. And that is, usually I see this energy. This card speaks to me of Virgo. Why do I say that? Because Virgos are very career-orientated, just like you are, yes. But this is someone who is very strong with looking at the details, right? Looking at the details, because this is one step after the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, yes, does speak to Taurus and Virgo. You know, they put in a lot of hard work, just like Capricorn. All earth signs are very, very grounded, very career-orientated. But this card just speaks of Virgo very strongly to me, okay? Now, we've got 2 nines here. So in the distant past, maybe you felt like you were on your own. You had all the finances. You've been working very hard. You've got the money you need, the financial stability that you need, but you don't have someone to share. You didn't have someone to share it with. So you were showing up as very strongly being on your own and being quite content. But here in the recent past, I see that you have begun something new. Now, for some of you, this can be in relation to business, yes. But I feel as though you're on a new journey. You've taken a risk. You're moving forward. And why do I say that you are looking at a new partnership or a new relationship? And this, for some of you, it's going to be new. For others of you, this can be someone from your past, because it is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups in the near future says that this is a card of innocence, a card of childhood. So this could be someone that you feel quite, you feel like you were on the same page with. Maybe you went through some sort of change, some sort of transformation. Why do I say this? Because looking at this card, yes, it is the Wheel of Fortune, but it looks as though it's in depths, like, because this is the card of Jupiter. Jupiter is in Scorpio. And if you look at Scorpio in the zodiac, it is the 8th house of death and transformation. Jupiter is bringing those things. 8th house matters, anything to do with shared resources, anything to do with intimacy, wills, deeds, loans. Also, the 8th house is very dark and gloomy. You know, it is, Scorpio rules anything that is hidden. Scorpio also rules our, the sexual organs, right? It is the bottom, the anything that is hidden. How else can I say it? It is the sexual organs. So that's where everything begins. That's where everything ends, right? So this is the general energy. Things are coming up with Jupiter in Scorpio, bringing in massive change. Now, Jupiter also is the ruler of Sagittarius, so we do have strong Sagittarian energy here. Sagittarius is people at a distance, foreign places, foreign people. It is also the house of Scorpio is also your opposite sign. So it does affect you very strongly, and I remember saying that to you last readings we did. In the now position, we've got the 9 of Cups, which is the wish card. A wish being granted. You're one step before the 10 of Cups. This is what you are manifesting, dear Taurus. But you've got a strong, a very vital decision that you are trying to make. This is what's on your mind. This is what is the goal. I feel as though you have one piece of information missing before you can actually make your decision. And this is a 2. So 2s always speak of partnership and relationship, right? Now, as I said, in relation to business as well, this speaks of business as well. So there is a risk that you are taking to come to completion, one step before the 10 of Cups. Some of you are going back to your past. Mercury being retrograde and now going direct is going to bring to you someone or something from the past. I would like to look at this decision. This is your crowning card. What is this decision that you are needing to make? Now, some of you are dealing with another earth sign. I said Virgo. It could also be another Taurian like you or Capricorn, but I feel more strongly. There's the card. Look at that. My goodness. And wow. Okay, we've got the Tower. The Tower in the Lenormand is not like the Tower in the Tarot. It is a card of business. It is Capricornian energy. Why do I say that? Because it does deal with, it deals with anything to do with work, anything to do with also there's a sense of restriction here. And why do I say that? Because you could be feeling lonely. Too much work, no play. Right, dear Taurus? Also, anything to do with business, like 8th house, which is governments, the tax department, anything to do with corporations. Corporations, which is the 8th house, Capricorn, which is the 10th house, to do with business, yes. That's where the transformations are taking place. We've got Saturn there as well in the house of Capricorn, which is a sense of restriction, okay? So there may be a sense of loneliness because of anything to do with corporations, anything to do with structures, right? And I remember saying the same thing to Gemini. So do look at that. So there is some sort of decision being made either through work, corporations, anything that is a structure in your life. And as well as there is a sense of the Hermit here. The Hermit, which is being in solitude, being lonely, taking time out, and again, very spiritual energy here, taking time out before you move forward. Now we do have, it is the card, can't even pick up the card, it's number 19, which would add up to a 10. So that is the 10 that we've got here, the Wheel of Fortune. It does break down to a 1. Okay, so there is a sense of completion and new beginning, just like the Fool here, right? And if you notice, he's moving to the past. He is going towards the past. I believe that you are going back to the past, picking up something new that you are going to begin again and transform. Do it in a different way this time, Taurus. Also, there is a 6 here, which does remind me of the 6 of Cups. So finding balance. Now, I would like to take one card on the 6 of Cups. And then I will take some Sibilas. Now, the person that you are dealing with here, which I did say more strongly, Virgo, some of you may be dealing with a Gemini. They could have strong Gemini in their chart, but there's also water here. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces as well. And that could be in your chart because you do have Scorpio as the opposite sign. Now, whatever I say could be for your partner. It could be the other way around, right? Let me take one card. Here it is. And here we've got the home. So the home speaks about family, speaks about stability, your roots, your foundation. It's a number 4. Number 4 is the house of Cancer. It is anything to do with mother issues, motherhood. The 4th house is ruled by the moon. The moon is our emotions. It is our home and our stability. And Cancer, let's say, has got the opposite sign is Capricorn. That's where the big players are. That's where Pluto is, Saturn is, and Mars, which are bringing drastic transformation in anything to do with your status, right? And we do have a K here. So anything to do with K, a name that can start with K, right? I will leave that up to you. If that speaks to you, then this reading is for you. So, I'm going to look at what the Fool card is telling me. What is this risk, this new journey that you are on? Spirit guides and angels for Taurus. Now, we've had a new moon in Aries a day ago. So this is probably where you're at with the 2 of Swords. As you could see, the crescent moon there. I believe that with Aries, in the time of Aries, you will be making a very, very powerful decision that's going to change your life. Major changes. The Fool. So we've got Domestical, which is the butler. This is your helper. This is someone who is close to your home. This is also someone that you cannot fully trust. So there is a sense of not having complete trust here, but then also taking a risk on that. We've got Amica, which is harmony. So the risk that you're going to take is either going to bring harmony into your life, it's going to bring balance. This is also a sense of friendship, someone who is very dear to your heart, but also the risk that you are taking may take you to a point of legal matters coming into your life, because this reminds me of the energy of Libra. So you're taking a risk with anything to do with partnerships. The house of Libra is the house of partnerships. And then we've got falsita. Again, we've got the lack of trust here. There is some sort of deception here, you guys. So lack of trust strongly. And I feel as though what is driving you, what is making you take a risk is a sense of deception that you feel. And I'm going to take one more card. Because I feel as though what you have given has not been appreciated. So you feel as though you've got someone who's been quite deceptive around you. Let's see, one more card. And some of you may be looking for information in relation to that. And we've got the pensiero. This is the hermit. Okay, again, this is the energy of Virgo for me. Or this is a solicitor that's going to be advising you. Or this is someone who is taking time out, looking into the lantern, looking for information. And again, spirituality. Spirituality speaks very strongly here. You need to trust your intuition. You need to take time out before you take the risk. Please, dear Taurus, there's finer details that you need to look into, okay? But the advice here is also don't take too long, okay? Because you're going to miss the train. That's the message that's coming out. The wheel is turning in your favor now. You need to take the leap of faith, but do so with a lot of care. It's going to get you to a sense of balance. And again, some of you may be going through legal issues, taking a risk to get to your stability. You've got Jupiter on your side. It's working hard for you. Do believe in that, okay? Believe, Taurus. You can do this, all right? Thank you so much for being here. You are so appreciated. Thank you so much. I will see you again in May. Bye for now.